we were able to work it out with the venue that for different bands, you would have meet and greet passes or side stage passes or whatever it was. So we had a bunch of these to give away. And we saw a lot of fun, creative posters. And we actually still have one of them that survived all these years that is hanging still in the studio. And it's a 3D hawk on a poster board that somebody handmade, and it's still hanging there to this day, just hanging out in the studio. Many years and like three frequencies later, it's it's still hanging out, just there like a piece of memorabilia.
That's amazing. Have you had a lot of opportunities to like meet? Have you met a lot of bands?
I've met quite a few over the years. I've been to a lot of concerts, and I've met my fair amount of artists and bands and celebrities. Um, not, I mean, not as big as a whoever is hot now. Whoever's super popular now, just because I don't work for that radio
I
station.
think a lot.
I'm
I think a
working.
lot of the people listening to this show are old enough that I think the people that you probably met would be the people that would probably interest them.
Well, let's see. Who have I met? One of the first people I met actually was Amy Lee and the band from Evanescence. They were incredible. They were very nice. Um,
I
I've
had
met.
a big crush on her when I was younger.
She was a lovely individual when I met her in the band. Um, Alice Cooper. I've met him quite a few times. He's our night guy over satellite. So whenever he comes around, we try to give passes away and tickets and go see him. I've met some great. Actually, some of the people I love the most are regional artists, creators, and comics. Um, Justin McKinney, big New England comic. Lenny Clark, Jimmy Dunn. I love those guys. They always come around all throughout New England, and they've done national tours as well. They're a lot of fun whenever they come around. Um, Gosh, who else? Who else have I met? Uh, it'd be easier if I was in my office because I actually have two French memo boards which have all of my tickets on them, and then I could go through and be like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, well, let me ask you this. We'll make it easier. We'll pinpoint it. Who's the nicest one you've ever had? Who's the nicest musician that you've ever had the chance to meet? It could be more of like a local level. It doesn't matter, but because I think a lot of
Oh yeah. Well, it's kind of tough to say the nicest, but definitely on the local level. When I used to do the local music show on our station, I met so many incredible, talented people. And that's why I really love your podcast, this one, because it does what the local show did. We would feature local artists, and if we had someone for an interview, the interview was half the show. It was an hour long show, and you would mix it with an interview and music from their album. So they'd come in, we'd chat for a few minutes, we'd go into a song, chat for a few more minutes, go into a song, and then when we'd come back, they would do something acoustic live in the studio. And I met so many incredible people that way. And a few of them that come to mind was a band based out of Manchester called A Simple Complex. They were, and I still talk to them now, and they were just so down to earth, so nice, and they were hard rock. And when I met them, they had just gotten a new lead singer, female fronted, and she could kick ass. Tiny little thing, but she was like, you know, Lizzie Hale if she was like 4 feet tall. It was awesome, man. It was amazing. Another incredible artist, Brooks Young. He is a local guy. His biggest thing I know, we made a big deal of it, was he was in the 2016 Ghostbusters reboot, and he's in the scene in the rock concert with Ozzy, and the ghost like passes right in front of him. And that, I remember having him in studio for that. And he was telling me all about it. He was such a great guy. And one of the other bands, and I still see them whenever they come around. They're not technically local, but I got to know them really well through our former morning show. Our former morning show with Free Beer and Hot Wings many years ago. And the band is Wayland, and they're from Michigan, and they were so down to earth, such nice guys. We did a promotion with bringing the morning show, which was in Michigan, out for a live show, and the band came out with them, and they've had some hits and they've been on the charts quite a few times, and they're out there touring, and whenever they come around I always try to go see them, and they are such some of the nicest guys I've ever met. Not saying that anyone else that's a classic rocker isn't nice. We had Denny Lane in, great classic artist, classic hits, classic rock. He sat down in the studio with my midday guy. So nice. Just hung out, talked, played guitar. It was just so laid
You have an
back.
opportunity to do what a lot of people just don't have, and I'm honestly, I'm a little envious because, it just
Hmm.
sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. And I'm glad that they're not all assholes.
No, no. I've heard rumors. I've never had the privilege, but and I can't say it's true, but I know people. Sully from Godsmack has caught a lot of crap. From I've heard both sides. I've heard that he's a wonderful individual, and I've had people tell me that he's horrible to deal with. I've never dealt with him, but
He's
I
a human
attribute
being,
that.
though. You catch anybody on the wrong day, they'll be a horrible human being.
And that was I was gonna say it depends on the person, and it also depends on the band, because I've been told so many times, you know, oh, this band is awful. You'll hate them live, and they were great. Lincoln Park was one of them when I saw them. When people said, when I told people where I was going, the show I was going to, and I told them what the lineup was, they're like, "Oh God, skip that one." You know, go walk away. You don't need to watch Lincoln Park. They're awful. They were really good. On the other side, I've gone and seen artists and bands, and I've gone, wow, this was not what I wanted, and this was awful. Now, it could have been an off night. Could have been that they suck. I don't always know. Sometimes I've only seen them once. Other times I've seen them more than once and gone, no, yeah, they do suck. I don't need to see them live. I'll just listen to the album now. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, I got to see Linkin Park live, and it was either 2000 or 2001. It was at Ozfest. It was up north. It wasn't a good show. Now, but I
Mm-hmm.
know that they have good shows. I don't know what happened that one. I think they were trying to do too much. They were like jumping off speaker cabinets and stuff. It was real crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
still love the band. Let me ask you, Zach, is there anything else in your life that you ever thought about doing other than what you're doing now?
Oh yeah. Before I got into radio, at the end of high school, my senior year, I did a little bit of drama, and we did two plays. One play was a murder mystery, where I got to be a butler, which was great. That was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it because it was designed that the audience would pick who the killer was. So we had to all learn the lines of, all right, if I'm the killer, I'm going to say this. And if I'm not the killer, I'm going to have to go down. It's like, which adventure am I playing? And I had a lot of fun acting in that. And then the next play we did, I forget what it was called, but I was kind of backstage managing and overseeing that. And that was fun to be on the other side of it. And I thought, well, maybe I could get into acting and drama. Maybe I kind of enjoy it. And then when I got to college and I went to an acting class and then I saw other people, I went, oh no, these guys are way better than I am. Fuck this. Nope. I'm not going to do that. So, um, continued my interest in radio at that point, because that's where I was actually able to get on the radio and talk and play music. So acting would have been the other one, maybe.
So it sounds like you were almost destined to be like you were destined to be a personality of some kind. You were destined to uh, not so much like the regular 9 to 5, but I don't know, because you have a great personality, and I mean, I know I mess with you a lot, but you really do have a voice made for radio. So all you ladies out there listening, don't get too caught up. He's married and he's got a kid. All right, he's
I
dreaming.
have a lovely, lovely wife who is even better in radio than I am.
Wow.
So which actually works out really well, and that's how I actually met her in my previous company, where we did work together in separate offices, and it's great to have someone that you can talk shop with when needed and vent to when needed, and gets you. And if you need, can help you. And we've had to help each other here and there because we're in the same industry. It's worked out really well. So she has been incredible. And why she's with me, I still don't know. But we have a I think, adorable 3-year-old.
I've seen the kid. I've seen a picture. That kid's cute.
Genetics
Yeah.
come from her. It's great. What he got from me is my bushy eyebrows, and I have these toes that you can wrap around trees and climb with.
Are we
So
related?
possibly. We are from New England.
I have a gap like probably that big between my big toe and my other toes.
Yeah, they do. They're like their own thumbs down there.
Big bushy eyebrows.
Yeah. When he was born, the
Bald.
the nurse looked at me and my wife and said, "All right, which one of you guys have the funky toes?" To me, he's like, "Yeah, that explains." Well, he's got him. I was like, "Well, that's my contribution. At least it's not the face, so good."
That's funny because my boys, they got my toes, but they got their mom's blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah, he's got the dark brown hair and the dark brown eyes like my wife. My eyes are hazel, so they're definitely go between green and brown depending on the season.
I think we're related, Zach.
It's possible.
I'm telling you, I think we're related.
It could be. You never. New England, it's a small area of 5 states.
They started out small and everybody was screwing everybody. So
There's 13 colonies.
it's only so many women. It's only so many men.
It's true. This is taking a different approach, I guess.
All right. Well, normally at the end of my show, I do have like a signature question, but I'm not going to be able to ask you because you don't play an instrument. So I want to do something different with you.
Oh, I was gonna say Guitar Hero 2 was my preferred instrument.
Oh no! Well, the question usually is what would your signature instrument be?
Ah, yeah, still Guitar Hero 2 guitar.
Awesome answer. But build me a playlist that you could put together on your radio show. What would be the top 5 songs that you would have to have on your show?
Jesus. Okay. Top 5. I'm gonna have to write this down as I go because my brain doesn't work well. So, all right. So top 5. Let's do in no particular
order. I mean, it's the radio because
Perfect.
every day you come in, you're gonna have to jumble them up anyways.
All right. So let's see. I would definitely have Cars. Let's Go.
Okay.
On there. What else? Boston would be on there.
You are a true New Englander, man.
And I would I am. Something About You. I just love Something About You. It's not the most rocking.
I love
song
Something
I
About You
got,
too, man.
But it's a good. Yeah, you're a funny guy. Funny guy. You got a future in this podcast
maybe.
industry.
We'll see.
Oh God, going.
Where would we go?
No, Sweet Caroline.
No. We saved that one for the Light Association.
And every Red Sox game and everything
Every
else.
Red Sox. Yeah.
And I want to say something at the beginning of this podcast. You had said something about the Red Sox, and I think you thought I went and I went Go Sox.
Oh, I thought you said they suck.
No,
That's what I heard.
I said Go Sox.
Oh, yes. Go Sox. I'm slightly jaded because on Neatcast with Mark and Jeremy and Mike, they
Call you a Yankees fan,
they do.
and that's terrible.
They are. They don't know the damage that it does. But you know what? We beat the snot out of Jeremy with Drew Brees, the other episode, so it's okay. It's fine.
I'm still listening. I'm still way behind because everybody knows
You're working your way through
I
it.
have to get through it. That's how I like to bond with the podcast. And I haven't even gotten to Drew Brees yet, but this has been over a multitude of episodes now, where they're just, Mark's just constantly and another quarterback that retired this week, and he builds it up, and it's like something way out. I like the show. It's a lot of fun.
I'm trying to look through my music. I would do Rolling Stones. You Got Me Rockin'. What else would I do? Ooh, yes, I would do Tom Petty. You Wreck Me.
Gainesville, man.
Yeah, that's an artist, man. Dude, do not wait to see your artists. Go see them.
I'm grew up where I grew up in Florida, 45 minutes from Gainesville. I've never seen Tom Petty. Well, I never saw Tom Petty. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he was on there. Rush, I would have loved to go see. I'm not a massive fan of Rush,